Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Boise State Broncos. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Running out of time in the pocket. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. And completion makes it second and short. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34.
This is exactly how this offense envisioned this game getting started, is having opportunities to be able to crease this defense and hit big plays. Now let's see what they can do off of it.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Lawrence. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Well, just a tough way to start this game for this offense. Throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, BSU. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback if he's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, You got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, backs they have here now on this roster. There are just so many different combinations and ways to attack them.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He's found some room at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He's going to pull it down and run. In the clear at the 25. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. With the catch, it's Lawrence. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. Defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. We go with a direct snap. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Got him. He's sacked.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game. I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's an out route. The catch made. Enough for a first down at the 37.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Gives it to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He eludes the rush. Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The tackle made with the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down after that previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pressure is coming. Looking for the wide out. And is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Tackle made after just a short game.
But the defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running back has it on a screen now. And he's brought down. Good job of the defense getting through the blockers. And stopped short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
So the ball at midfield. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the point coverage team able to touch it, so no return on the play. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game.
Wow, that is big time.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. Short throw. Running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Back in motion now. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series. He almost threw another one.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Back to throw again. The pass is intercepted. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Handoff to the back. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Third down play for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking to scramble now. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
He missed it. The lead remains at 4 after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Fighting off the defender. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. Getting set. Here's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. That's a design quarterback keeper. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Finding space at the 20. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
defense hungry to convert here in third down. They don't want to send out the field goal team after what happened in the last attempt. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
They just felt that one coming. Third down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
This try is no good. After that miss, it's still a 4-point lead.
Yeah, it's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Contact as he threw it. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
This will likely be the last play of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Breaks loose at the 40. Great effort there to get points before halftime, but they bring him down, and the clock runs out. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Tigers will kick this away to get the second half going. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. Fights off a defender. And he's shoved out of bounds, but the defense is short of the first down marker. You know,
in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Running game is working. Let's stick with it on first down.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. First, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down.
But these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
The Broncos look to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground here. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? And he'll set up to throw. Breaks free. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. Which offense can get it going first? This one has been a struggle so far. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here comes a handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Broncos looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So from the 9-yard line, it's second and goal. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And the defense brings him down.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Chris, third down here, they throw the football, which I have no problem with down inside his 10-yard line. But the big thing is the quarterback has got to do a better job working through his progressions to give himself a chance. The last thing he wants to do is take a sack, and now they're facing fourth down. And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Receivers are bunched together. Looking to pass here on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game to thread the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then he can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
Looking to throw it deep. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Throwing again on second and 10. On the run here, lets it go. And this pass is on target, caught. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense jumps on the football.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Second down after the incompletion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Incompletion sets up a second down. The shotgun running play call. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
The Broncos will have 1st and 10 here. Handoff to the single back. And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The back's got it. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. He'll hand it off. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach 4th quarter offense all year long, and the importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on 3rd downs, and they keep moving this clock.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Point after, up and good. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They fumbled it away last time, and now they're in a big hole. They got to react quickly here. He's running out of time here. Oh, and he fumbles. The defense recovers the fumble.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a fourth down now. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. Kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The offense gets a chance to start with a short field. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They test the middle of the defense but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They move the ball into good position, but now it's third and long. And they'll run it with the draw play. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. It'll be a 34-yard try. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. They'll try a pass here. Looking right, this one caught. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Deep shot caught inside the 25. And he'll finally go down after a huge gain and a big momentum boost for this offense. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of...
Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards.
Got it.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Off to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Everybody knows how hard it is to run the ball when you're this close to your own goal line. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to try to run the ball to get it away from the shadow of that goal line. But you got to do a better job than that. You're a yard away from giving up 2 points and a safety because you couldn't hold your own up front.
Tailback with another carry. And that run produces a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. He'll hand it off. They get him down, and that's how this game will end. Pocket 0-0. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.